Hey, good morning, it's Jason. So I'm down here in Reunion, Florida. Reunion, Florida is one of these massive communities outside of Orlando and all the Disney parks. I'm about 10 to 15 minutes from the entrance of Disney. And the purpose of this video is to give first-time Airbnb guests an idea of what to expect from a house that you might be renting in Reunion, Florida. As an example, it's a giant golf community. Overall, we absolutely love it. We prefer to stay in an Airbnb house, but these houses get a lot of traffic and people pack them, and as a result, you're probably going to notice things a little bit different than you see in the photos. And a lot of the owners live out of state, which means they'll depend on their cleaners to tell them of issues. This video is not to talk bad about a vacation rental. As you probably know, I own some myself. This is to help set expectations. And if these little tiny things bother you, either buy the most premium Airbnb rental you can get, because if you get one of these priced around $300 a night, you're going to notice some of what I point out in this video. Enjoy, and hope you have a great trip to Disney. This is 7621 Excitement Drive, staying in Reunion, Florida. So this is like the types of houses that you will rent. So this house has like a guest house, one side of the pool, and then the main residence on another side of the pool. So that would be the entranceway. And then you have a house back here, like a guest house, the pool area, and then a really nice outdoor seating area with the pool. It was raining today, that's why everything is all wet. But we were staying at the Swan Hotel and just didn't really like it. So we left after one night, went on Airbnb and booked this. We typically always book houses on Airbnb when we come to Disney. We come a few times a year, but this is only a 3-night trip, 4 days. So we tried the hotel and we just didn't like it. It's more money. It was like $330 a night after taxes, or before, oh no, sorry, after taxes and resort fees. And this is like $290 a night. And it's only 15 minutes from Animal Kingdom. So one of the things when you stay at these Airbnbs that can pack so many guests, I always notice that the property definitely takes a beating. And I just want to point out a few things. I'm not complaining about this. For the price we got, fine. But I want to use this video as a cautionary of what you might experience at an Airbnb, especially because most of the owners are out of state and the cleaners don't always tell them. So this is like one example. Somebody decimated the granite in front of the oven. They've attempted a repair, but it's still kind of messed up. So that's one of the things that you're gonna notice. I've never noticed this at an Airbnb, but like this is what, as an Airbnb host, I would have guests complain about. Me, I'm just like, whatever, no big deal, it happens. But if your expectations are not to have anything like that, in Orlando, Florida, the Kissimmee area, specifically Reunion, Florida, these properties take a beating. This is a 15-bed house. We only have my wife and my son and me staying, but you better believe 15 people stay in this, or 20 people. I also always notice, this is the 5th Airbnb we stayed at in the Disney area over the past 3 years. And you always notice like dirtiness around the faucets. If that bothers you and you're gonna complain, you might wanna evaluate where you're staying. You also notice things like molding and trim busted up. So if that bothers you, again, something that you might want to consider. The paint's always usually messed up, especially the baseboards around the door where people ding it up coming in. You get other weird things like the threshold concrete is just deteriorated, so that's really weird. And then, you know, the paint on these podiums is not the way that it should be anymore. So if this is the type of stuff that bothers you, you might be a little discouraged with an Airbnb in the Orlando area. So again, purpose of this isn't to complain. I'm just trying to do expectation setting. This house is $280 a night, and it has 15 beds. And we did pick one that's a little more quirky. So, you know, that would be what you can, I guess, expect with a last minute booking. So to put all this in perspective, we picked the Swan Hotel. We did not like it after one night, and we went back to what we normally do, which are bed houses in Orlando. We booked this Monday night. We checked in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Wednesday, and this video's purpose is really just to give you an idea of what you can expect in one of these properties.